Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm not in England, we are in Portugal today. We're here for Christmas visiting our in-laws, well my in-laws, Tom's parents. And yeah, I thought I'd do a little video. I think what I'm going to do today is a little bit of a day in the life of myself as a freelancer and a writer when I am abroad, when I am on holiday. So most of the time I come away, I come on holiday, and unfortunately I can't have like a full holiday. I have to do a little bit of work here and there. And usually I will take 2 to 3 hours out of my day and bring myself up here, which is our little kind of, it's not an apartment, it's not even like a granny flat, I suppose. It's just like an ensuite bedroom. There's a bedroom and a bathroom, and then we've got a kettle, a fridge, and a couple of things. And it's basically on top of Tom's mum and dad's house. So it's like a little self-contained unit. I don't know why I'm struggling over the wording for this so much. I literally have woken up about 40 minutes ago. So yeah, I sit up here. I've got a beautiful view, which I will show you. Unfortunately, it's kind of the colour adjusting is meaning that you can't see out here, but there's a beautiful sea view, which I will show you in a minute. And I sit down here. Let me show you what I'm playing with. So this is the view out of their window, and as you can see, we have a view of the sea. Obviously, it's not like a proper sea view because they're not on the coast exactly, but yeah, it's very beautiful. And then in here is a little desk. Oh, there we go, a little desk. Now this does flip up, which I'm going to show you in a minute. But I sit here, I set my thing up, and I look out, and I can see the sea. It's not coming up on camera very well, but trust me, I can see the sea very clearly. When I sit at this little table, I've got a coffee, and yeah, that's kind of how I sit. So I often find myself really inspired when we come to Portugal. I don't know whether it's just being away from like day-to-day stresses that give me time to kind of focus on work and writing, or whether it's just Portugal itself. I mean, Portugal is kind of like our happy place. We love coming here and spending time here and exploring, and just the pace of life is so slow. It's a place that really nourishes kind of my soul and my creativity. So I love coming here to write and to work. So that's what I'm going to do today. I have got a list. I've got a little list of freelance jobs that I've got to do first. Some things like I need to do a social media and marketing report for a concert that happened with the Choral Society. I've got a TikTok that I need to plan for my literature festival client. And I've got a couple of emails to send. So I've got to do those things first. I'm going to eat the frog, as they say, and I'm going to do those jobs first because those are the jobs that are not creative really, in a way. They're kind of more admin based freelance jobs. And then I'm going to get onto writing because I am determined to finish this first draft of the Lighthouse novel, maybe while I'm here, certainly by the new year. So yes, let's get into it. The first thing I need to do is I need to tidy our room, because having only a bedroom and then a bathroom means that it does get a little bit untidy from time to time. So I'll set you up in a corner and I'll do a little time lapse of me tidying and getting things ready. And then, yeah, we'll just see how it goes. This might end up being really short because I think, to be honest, I've probably only got a couple of hours. Just for clarity as well, Tom, his mum and dad have all gone up to the golf club. There's a golf club nearby that has like a fitness centre and a spa. So they've all gone up for a swim. We went to the gym yesterday, so I do not feel guilty at all for missing the swim. It's just that, yeah, Tom wanted to go swimming and his mum and dad go swimming anyway. So yeah, they've all gone off. So I've got freedom in this space to just get my work done and get some writing done. So yeah, let's go from here. Right, ever so slight, not so slight, enormous problem. I was doing some writing. Why does my skin look so weird? Something weird's going on with the lighting, and I've got like dark patches all over my skin. I promise I don't look like that in real life. So please ignore like the random colorization that's going on. It makes me look like I've got a massive mustache. Look. Do you know what? Doesn't matter. We've run into a little snag. Got a little problem in that I haven't got a English to European adapter in this room with me, and it's very annoying because there's one literally downstairs in the main house, but everybody is out swimming, so I can't get into the main house. I can't get into the main house to get the adapter. So my iPad has died. Great. It is significantly noisier than it is back home. Yes, I can't charge my iPad basically, which means that I can't continue doing my work and I can't do any writing. It is what it is. It's fine. It just means that I'll have to take a little break and wait for everybody to get back, and then I can get my charger, I can charge up my iPad, and then I can come back to do some more work later. This is just one of the kind of slight frustrations and realities of working abroad, is that, you know, you're not working on the usual setup. So at home I've got my 2 screens, so anything that I'm doing is kind of big, it's on my screen, I can see it really easily. Obviously everything's like plugged into the mains, and then I come away and I've literally got like my iPad my iPad screen, which is obviously a lot harder to just work on that single screen, and then of course it comes with all these other kind of little hiccups and things. So it's incredibly privileged to be able to have an iPad and be able to work abroad, and it's obviously I do feel very privileged to be able to work freelance and kind of make my own hours and this, that and the other. So it's definitely not a complaint. Like I say, it's one of those things that comes with working abroad, and I think that's why I try my absolute best to take the pressure off in terms of the amount of work I need to do whilst I'm away. I certainly wouldn't be doing any major work whilst I was here. To be honest, hadn't intended doing any at all. That is also the reality of freelance life, is that I had intended to take a complete and utter break from work. And I can't, because such is life. So yeah, I'm just doing a few bits. Like I say, there are things that I can do on the iPad. It's a little bit more time consuming because I haven't got both screens in front of me, but like I say, it's fine, I can do it. The only issue is I hadn't planned for this, and so I haven't charged up all my devices. My hair's also going frizzy. Do you know what? I feel like it's one of those days, but I am not going to be taken down by it. I'm not going to be taken down by the powers that be, the energies that are trying to tell me this is not your day. I'm going to make it my day, absolutely. Right, I'm going to shut up because I'm waffling, and don't really know what to do until everyone comes back. I think I might make a coffee, and then oh, let me show you. I bought some books in the airport. Books. Let me show you what I bought. We can have a chat about them while we wait. See, that lighting's so much better, although I still look like I've got a mustache. Do you know what? We embrace it. Oh, look, it's you. Right, so the first book that I bought in the airport is Orbital by Samantha Harvey. So this was the Booker Prize winner this year. So to be honest, that was the reason I picked it up. I'm not sure that this would have been something that I would have gravitated towards normally, but because it is a Booker Prize winning book, I decided to buy it. It's super small, like really small. How many pages is it in total? Without spoiling the ending, 136. So I am on page 43 at the moment. I will say I find this with a lot of the Booker Prize winning books. It's very beautifully written. The writing is absolutely stunning, and there's some really beautiful kind of descriptions of Earth and space and this, that and the other that make me kind of stop and want to reread the line. But there's a little bit of a lack of storyline, and I do find this sometimes, like I say, with the Booker Prize winners, that they can kind of almost be a little bit more focused on the style and the literary technique and this, that and the other than the storyline. But that may just be the style of Man Booker Prize nominees. So yeah, really enjoying it so far. Love the cover. I think the cover is absolutely beautiful, and yet hoping to finish that soon. And the reason I want to finish that one soon is because I also picked up Butter by Asako Yuzuki. I'm really looking forward to reading this one. I have seen so many people talk about this book, and so I'm really looking forward to reading it. The back is all kind of people saying how great it is. And then the blurb is here. So you can pause that and have a read of it if you want. But I just think it sounds really interesting, you know, somebody's in prison, she's been convicted of something, and then there's about home cooking and writing a letter and the other person writes back. And yeah, it just sounds like a really interesting concept, and the first piece of Japanese literature that I've read in a really long time, actually. So yeah, I'm looking forward to reading this. Really looking forward to reading this. It's obviously a much thicker book, so I just need to get through Orbital and then I can start on that one. Yeah, so I think that's what I might do, actually. I might get a coffee and read some more of this and just wait for the guys to get back. I don't think they'll be very long because they won't be swimming for too long. I'm just going to sit on my bed. I've got the window open. Again, the light's not doing proper correction, but I can see the sea. And I'm going to sit here and I'm going to have my coffee. Now, I have got this. This is actually a Secret Santa present that I got from an agency that I'm working at the moment. I got involved in their Secret Santa, and it's a book page holder. So you hold your book open, and then where you would normally do that with your hand and your fingers at the bottom, you use this instead. So you put your thumb through the hole, and then let me just pop that there. And then you use it to kind of hold the pages open. Now, I'm not entirely convinced. I think the concept of it is really interesting, and I think if you are somebody who tends to hold a book by a single page quite a lot, or maybe if you've got bigger hands. I've got quite small hands, so my thumbs are like running all over the place. Maybe it just takes a little bit of practice. I think it's that, do you know what, actually, looking at it and feeling it now, it does take an awful lot less kind of hand effort. So normally when I'm holding a book with my hand, you kind of have to hold it quite firmly to keep the pages open, and actually you don't need much pressure at all on that to keep the pages open. Maybe it just needs a little bit of practice. I think I'll practice with it now while I'm reading. It is now 10 to 1. Tom came back. I can't remember when Tom came back, but I wasn't really left for that long, luckily. I think it was maybe about 20 minutes, half an hour that I was waiting, and then Tom came back and I got the adapter, was able to charge my iPad, and I've been working since. I think I've been working for about 2 hours. I've been working on this report for my concert client, so I haven't been able to do any of the other things on my list, but that ended up being quite a bigger job than I'd anticipated, so I ended up working on that quite a lot, the design and inputting all the information, this, that and the other. So I've got that kind of mostly drafted now. I've sent it over to somebody else who works within the choir to have a look over, and I'm hoping to be able to finish that off tomorrow, maybe later today, we'll see, and then send that over to the full committee for their review. So that's good. But now I'm going to have a break because I've been sat in this room since, 9 o'clock this morning. Oh, look, it's me filming in the background. Since 9 o'clock this morning, and it's beautiful weather out there. I'm on my holidays, and my mother-in-law is doing a jigsaw without me. We were doing it together yesterday, and then we finished for the day because it got too dark. But she's down there continuing on without me, so I'm going to go and join her. I'm going to leave my laptop, my iPad to continue charging, and then I will come back. Maybe finish off a little bit more work then, but I'm definitely going to do some writing this afternoon because that is what is the goal for this holiday, is to finish the manuscript, not necessarily to do a load of freelance work. So yes, I will check back in later on. Hello everybody. I know I look crazy. I really do. Don't worry. I know that this is crazy. Basically, I had fully intended at the end of the last clip that you saw, where I had a break from my writing, I intended to go downstairs, do a little bit jigsawing, get a little bit of footage of the jigsawing. I'm going to explain why I look like this in a second, by the way. And get a bit of footage of that and then come back upstairs and do some writing. I didn't end up jigsawing because I just got far too much into it. And I'm also jigsawing with my mother-in-law, and she doesn't want to be on camera, so it's a little bit hard to film when she doesn't want to be on camera. And then I came back upstairs and I started writing, and Tom was literally on the bed behind me having a nap. It just didn't feel fair to put him on the internet sleeping while I'm writing, so it wasn't really like the most aesthetic shot for filming my writing, sorry. I did come back up and do some writing. I did about 1,000 words, really exciting. And I narrowed down my chapter list because there's been a little bit of reshuffling in terms of what I'm writing just recently. That needs to be there. Why is that not high enough? Do you know what? It don't matter. Don't matter, it's fine. Yeah, so there's been a little bit of rejigging of the plot, a little bit of kind of moving things around, just finalising plot lines and things like this. So yeah, the chapter list, to-do list is a little bit shorter, which is always exciting. So I did all of that, felt very confident. The other thing as well is that my phone battery was really low because obviously I've been filming all of that time-lapse footage. So I did my writing, I got 1,000 words done. I was very, very excited about that. I'm very happy to do that, but I didn't film it. So I thought, well, I'll stop that and I'll restart again in a couple of days. And this is where we are. It's now the 23rd. I look like this because in about 45 minutes, probably half an hour now, we are going to Tom's nan, her 89th birthday party. How cute is that? So she lives out here as well as Tom's parents. She's lived out here almost as long as they have, to be honest. I think they've been out for nearly 10 years. She's been out probably 8 or 9. And yeah, it's her 89th birthday today. Bless her. And so she's having a little gathering at a bar. So I've got my hair in these little curly things. I'm just giving it a go, giving it a bit of a curl. And I'm going to do a little bit of writing. So I thought I would set the camera up again, do a time lapse, and actually try and get some proper writing footage. And yeah, just see how much I can get done in half an hour. I'm still working towards my goal of getting it done by Christmas, by the end of the year. So that's what I'm going to do now. So I'll set you up. But please excuse the hair. It is what it is. idea how the lighting is going to come out. This might be a super grainy clip, so I apologise if it is. It's now just after 25 to 6, so I have written, oh, how does that look? I can't see on camera. Oh, look at the little girl. I've written about 750 words, which I'm not unhappy about, given the time constraints that I've got. I finished a chapter. I finished a section which was about Elsie, who is in the post-war period. There wasn't really a lot to write about Elsie, to be honest, so I finished that quite quickly. I would say it was probably 100 to 200 words max that I wrote on Elsie's story, and then I've written 580 words here from what I can see on Laura's story. So it goes back to the present. Well, actually, from Elsie's story, it goes back to our 1780s lighthouse keeper, and then Laura, and then it goes back again to Laura's story in the present time. Oh, goodness me, it's very dark. Let me put a light on. Oh, bear with me just 1 second. There we go. Yeah, and then it, this lighting is terrible. And then it goes back to Laura's time period. So that's what I've been doing. I've been kind of jumping between the two. Oh my God, look at my eyes, my glasses, 1 second. There we go, we're gonna have to go with a very unaesthetic light. There we go, we're gonna have to go with a very unaesthetic light. Do this with these curls instead. It probably doesn't look any different to my hair normally, but it makes me feel like it does. It's a little bit better. It's a little bit more curly than it would be. Right, I'm going to leave this video here because I've been filming over a couple of days now and I just want to get some content up for you. I want you to see a little bit of footage. So that's kind of what I've been doing over the last few weeks while I'm here in Portugal, because I am desperate to finish this first draft of the manuscript. I've been carving out time, just finding little snippets of time when I can write. And over the next few days, because it's Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, Boxing Day, there's a lot of things that are going to be closed here in Portugal. So I'm hoping I might be able to get even more words down over that time. Obviously not Christmas Day. We're going to be with family and having a great time. So probably won't write on Christmas Day, but maybe on Christmas Eve and Boxing Day, I might get some more done. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of bring you along because as a writer, sometimes holidays and time off can be the most inspiring time because you've got time to think. You're not thinking about work, you're not thinking about home. It can be a really inspiring time, and I find Portugal, as I've said before, very inspiring. So I've really enjoyed writing while I'm here, and I hope to enjoy continuing writing while I'm here. That didn't sound very clear. Yes, so I'll leave this here. Thank you very much for watching this little mini writing vlog on holiday, and I will be back soon. I don't think... There might not be another one now until, well, there won't be another one until New Year's Eve. No, I might be able to get another one out. In fact, I might do a little chatty recap on the year that I might put out on like New Year's Day or something like that. It's a little recap on 2024, what I've achieved, what we've done, what my plans are for 2025, just a little chatty, literally like 10-15 minutes, something like that. I think I'll probably do that next week. It probably won't go up on the Monday again, it might go up on New Year's Day, so when you're feeling all a little bit hungover, you can watch that, have a little bit of cosy content, but that will be filmed back in the UK because I'll be back home by then. So yes, thank you very much for watching this little video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.